Procrastination is something that you're going to live with for the rest of your life. Some of us are better than others at it. My wife can't go to sleep with tasks undone. I, on the other hand, have no problem, turning off my computer at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and saying, that's it, I'm done. I'm not taking any more phone calls and I'm not doing any more work. Whatever has to happen can happen tomorrow morning. My wife, on the other hand, will stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning to finish that list and write the list for tomorrow. Different people, different techniques. But the things we're talking about right now are not the annoying everyday things. It's the big stuff, guys. It's like getting an account set up so that you can get into a mutual fund or an index fund. It's getting pre-qualified for a loan so that you can actually start buying income property. It's actually learning about the stock market so that you can actually invest in individual stocks. Guys, taking that first step is hard. The second step, which is actually putting your money into it, is even harder. But it gets easier over time. It doesn't get easier, you just get better at it, I guess. It's not an easier thing or a harder thing. You just get better at it over time and decisions are made easier. But here's the thing, we all deal with that. Some of you out there have been doing whatever you do for many years, and you've made all of these excuses to not start investing. And you are in your 20s. And you decide, well, I don't have to invest in my 20s. I remember saying the exact same thing. I can start when I'm in my 30s. 30s hit, and I said, you know what? I would rather get a new car and a new house than start investing right now. I'll do that in my 40s. When my 40s hit, I went, you know what? It's time to kind of start enjoying my life. So let's get an RV. Let's start taking more trips. We'll start investing in our 50s. Then the economy crashed on us. I was 45 years old, I lost everything, and I had to start all over again. And I realized at that point, the reason that I lost everything is because I had nothing to fall back on. And it's the most awful feeling. You've got this job that you do all your life, right? And you go to school to become an engineer, and you're an engineer and you're the best engineer. You're doing your engineering thing, whatever it is, and you're making $200,000 a year, and then one day it ends because they don't need that engineering thing anymore. And all of a sudden there's a lot of you out of work, so it's hard to find a job to replace that income. Guys, that's why investing is so important. You never know when that's going to happen, especially if you're working for somebody else. That's why it's so vital to get started. And it's as simple as making the decision to do it and do it. For me, it was getting involved in a group of other people that were making those same decisions, and I was trying to do it, and being around people that were doing it. That was it. And it's sometimes, for now that we've got more video and we've got more social media, you can maybe perhaps use someone like myself or somebody else, someone that you look up to get you to push you forward and actually make that first investment. But whatever it is, guys, I'm telling you, psychologically, it's really hard to explain why we put it off. It's like eating healthy, it's like exercising. We know it's so good for us and we know how good we feel when we do it, but we don't do it. Our brain has this thing that it's fight or flight, it's safety, and anything that's perceived as unsafe or unpleasant, our brain is going to talk you out of doing it. That's just the way we're hardwired. Everybody's the same way. Some people overcome it better than others, but we are all hardwired to avoid difficult things, uncomfortable things, painful things. Our brain takes over, says, nope, that's not what we want to do. We want to go this direction. Shall I look at the stock market today and decide if I'm going to go into index funds or not? Yeah, we can do that, but gosh, it's kind of scary to do that, and I don't like being scared. So let's move over to this place over here, which is called Instagram, and start watching reels of cats, Totally innocuous, no one's going to hurt us, and we don't have to make any tough decisions. This is our brain. This is probably your brain. It's my brain. Everybody's brain is the same way in different degrees. So what you need to do is you need to push past that. And really the easiest way to do that is be around like-minded people, listen to like-minded people, work with like-minded people, go to places where like-minded people are, and get around that sort of influence. That is exactly what did it for me. I spent a lot of time as I can't say young real estate agent, I was in my early 40s, but younger, real estate agent hanging around investors during the financial crash of 2008, trying to figure out what they were doing. And that's how I got my start. I also went to an investment club where my wife and I took a course on wholesaling, and that also helped us get started. So guys, that was the catalyst that got us going. And then being around other investors that were actually doing it, and I could see that their cash flow was coming in and I could see that they were building equity, that also got me to do it. But I probably never would have done it had I never got involved in any of that stuff. So the one big piece of advice I can give you today, if you haven't gotten started or you're kind of in a lull in your investing, you've stopped putting money into your index funds, you've stopped buying real estate, you've stopped doing whatever it is you're doing with your financial vehicle that's going to get you to retirement. Guys, get around people that are really into it. Get on forums where people are into it. Go to Instagrams and YouTubes and podcasts where people are doing this, and spend your time with the people that you want to spend time with. Make sure that they're like-minded. Don't spend your time with people that are going to go out and party on the weekends and Netflix and chill on the weekends. You need to be around the kind of people that are going to push you forward, not pull you back. All right? That's it for today, guys. Short and sweet. If you liked it, please subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, sign up for notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.